You are getting ready to listen to the voice of Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, 2004 Olympian, four-time national judo champion, Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belt, author, speaker, and coach.
Good morning, this is Dr. Rhadi Ferguson, and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Rhadi. Today I'd like to talk to you about something that is important to me, it's important in my life. If any of you know me, you know that I really love the superhero Superman. I grew up watching Superman. I grew up watching Christopher Reeves be Superman when I was young. My dad used to take me to the movie theater off of 163rd Street in Miami, Florida, by the 163rd Street Mall at the time when I was young. I couldn't wait to go. They used to hand out these flyers and passes for the movies when I was in elementary school. And I couldn't wait to grab one and take it home to my father so that he could take me to the new Superman movie that came out. I actually enjoyed it. I loved it. I truly believe that we all have a superhero inside that needs to come out. I think that whether you're a mom, a dad, a sister, a brother, a cousin, a coach, or a teacher, or an entrepreneur, I believe that there's a superhero inside of you that you just need to pull out. Sometimes, and if you look at any of these stories, these superhero stories, sometimes the thing that you need in your life is an adversary or some adversity. And if we begin to look at that adversity that comes in our lives as an opportunity to allow the superhero inside of us to grow, instead of thinking that the world is going to come to the end, I think that that paradigm shift will actually help us become the people that we need to be. That's a secondary conversation on what I want to talk about today. As you can see, I have on my Batman shirt. And here's the reason why I have on my Batman shirt, because I want to tell you this. The difference between Batman and all the other superheroes is that Batman was actually a regular human being. Batman's superpower was his intellect. His intellect, and some people would say that it was his money. But I've seen people who have a lot of money who have done nothing, and I've seen people who have no money who have done great things. So it's really not about his money, it's about his willingness to invest. Superman's one of his superpowers was his willingness to invest, and number two, his willingness to be on the defense all the time offensively. One of the things that allows Batman to, and I say Superman because Superman is at the forefront of my mind. One of the things that allowed Batman to be a formidable adversary to Superman is that Batman thought 2 and 3 steps ahead. He invested in the things that he knew could beat Superman. He did the things defensively in an offensive fashion to be able to beat Superman. Now, a lot of people say, well, there's no way in the world that Batman can beat Superman. I don't think so either. But the bottom line is, whether you believe you can win or not, you're definitely not going to win if you don't prepare. And the thing that Batman did was Batman always prepared. He invested. He was offensively defensive. And number 3, and this is the thing I want to tell you that you have to do in your life. He utilized the resources that were around him. Many of you have resources around you. You have books, you have audiobooks, you have YouTube, you have mentorship programs, you have coaching programs, you have products that you can purchase. And I tell my customers and clients this all the time. I say, listen, you need to invest in some of the products like that I have. He said, why? Well, I don't want to spend any more money. I had one client tell me, he said, oh, Doc, I'm really just concerned about having money come in and no money going out. Well, I mean, that is a great strategy to stockpile cash and coins, but it's not a great strategy for growth and development. And your ability to stockpile coins and cash depends on your ability to educate the masses. The people who educate in their spaces are the people who own their spaces. And if you're teaching or coaching, your ability to teach or coach is based upon your understanding or education in the realm of teaching, learning, and coaching. And if you want to do that better, then you have to have quality knowledge to inculcate and disseminate to your clientele. The only way to do that is to utilize the resources around you. And yes, there are plenty of free resources. I am telling you right now, as someone who is I'm personally in a vegan coaching program. Am I going to be a vegan? I don't know. I've tried to do the vegan thing before. Didn't work well, failed 3 times. Got a vegan coach. Everything is running smoothly. Man, I'm a coach. I do nutritional coaching. I do health and wellness coaching. Can't coach myself. That's not possible. Do I enjoy it right now? Yes. Am I learning some things that I didn't know? Yes. In my mind, there was a protein powder that I used that I thought was the best on the market, and there's no other protein powder that can pack in this much protein with 2 scoops, and it was 50 grams of protein for 2 scoops, and I was just hell-bent and set on using that protein powder because I just knew it was the best on the market. I've taught nutrition and exercise science at University of Tampa, at University of Central Florida, and I just believed that I knew. Man, this woman turned me on to a pea protein made out of peas that had 29 grams of protein per scoop. I was floored. Knocked the protein that I thought was the best. Knocked it out off the market, out the gate, out my mind. Even if I don't choose to use this standard of life later on, I'm not giving up that pea protein. What I learned from making the investment was worth the money for my future clients, and it was worth the money for the coaching program. But I would have never known that if I would have relied on my own information, my own knowledge, and leaned on my own understanding. So, number 1, be prepared. Number 2, man, make sure that you are offensively defensive. And number 3, utilize your resources. And you can't be prepared or utilize your resources without making the investments. So make the investment today. And in your life, believe that you are super and that you can be Superman or Superwoman. But live your life like you're Batman. This is Dr. Ferguson. Have a super fantastic day. And I got my hearts on my cup today because I want to tell you that I love you, but God loves you best.